So here's a happy little robot I made, and in this video I want to tell its story. I wanted to build a really simple robot, so I thought I'd build one that's sad. But if you push a button, it becomes happy. So let's talk hardware. At first we need a screen to show its face. And I decided to use an 8x8 LED matrix because it's very simple. Next thing is a microcontroller. And I started off with an Arduino, but later I changed to a cheaper and smaller Seeduino Xiao. To connect the display to the microcontroller, I bought a display driver Max 2719, and it was very cheap, only $2. And finally I needed a button to interact with the robot, and this is just a very regular keyboard switch. Connecting the display to the image driver is very easy, you just have to plug it in. And then I needed to solder some pins onto the driver. Here are the pins. I put them in and I carefully soldered them on. So now that's done, and here is my microcontroller. It's a Seeduino. I made a little sketch to remember which wire goes where. So my next step was to build a wire connecting the screen to the microcontroller. And I don't really like to talk about this, but I don't know how to make good wire connections, so I used this connection kit I bought cheaply on Amazon and just did it the hard way. There must be a better way to do this. So the cable is finally done and we connected to the display, and I decided to solder the cable directly onto the microcontroller. This must be very bad practice, but I just did it anyway. So here we go, and we can finally put this robot to life. Well, almost alive. So this robot still needs a button. So here is my keyboard switch. So I connected the button to the robot and I was ready to plug it in, and let's see what happens. Oop, I think I got a little confused with these wires, so I had to fix that error. And here it is fixed, and let's see what happens if we push the button now. Now we get a nice reaction and we can make this robot happy from now on, and it finally needs a housing. I put the robot into a housing, and we have to add the button onto the housing and wire everything up. Put the keycap on the button. Finally giving it a back cover, and there we are. So I could plug it in, and here's our little robot. Coding this robot was quite a challenge because I wanted to give it really smooth and lifelike animations and make it feel emotional and responsive. And it works in such a way that if you don't push the button for a while, it gets quite sad. Or even sadder if you leave it very long. But if you push the button, it gets happy again, and you can hold the button to charge, pulls it, and then it stays happy for a longer while. And that's basically it. That's the story of this little robot.